Usually it starts about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We have what we call a snow surface meeting where ski patrol, maintenance get together, lifts, turbo tubing people, ambassadors, and anybody that has to do with mountain operations. We get together up on the hill and go over what everybody's needs are for the day. We'll fill out a grooming report. From there, we go over and we put the grooming report out. We give one to ski patrol, we give one to the snow reporter, set it up, and at 4 o'clock the groomers start coming in. We sit down, the grooming foreman will look at the list and just start divvying out trails to certain groomers, and basically then they head out the door.
Turn right around, just like this, see? Round and round we go. How's that? All right, there you go. Well, the basic job of groomers is to turn the snow over and fluff it up for people. One of the ways we do that is with this blade right here. This blade has a whole bunch of functions. It can curl forward, it can curl backwards. The wings can go in and out so we can carry snow, just scoop it right up and carry it along. There's 7 different buttons on here, and every time you press the button it does something different. Okay, so you press the button and you can hold it, curl the blade back and forth, move it all around. You control your tiller with that. And once we push all this snow back up onto the trail, then what we do is we start to till it. Tilling it out makes that nice fine corduroy we're looking at right there. But the first thing you got to do is rip it up, just like this.
Yeah, the operators will write up. They got defect cards, and if they find something's wrong, they'll write it up. Like the snowcat they used to groom the park, they ripped one of the arms off it last night. Yeah, so the tiller was just kind of sitting like this when you go to pick up the lip ring. So that was kind of a big boo-boo they made. There'll be days where it's just kind of laid back, there's not much to do. You'll grease the cat, maybe change the oil in it, and then there's days where you don't have time to stop and think, it's just... And these are heated wipers, they run right off the cooling system. Runs in these little metal tubes, and it keeps, the ice will build up right here. Hang like a big old snot down here. And these are all heated windshields, heated mirrors, heated side windows. And these will still build up. Ice will build up along the bottoms. I mean, I've seen them where the ice is hanging down to here and it's almost an inch thick along here. You can climb it up here if you want. It's your motor. There's your fuel tank in front of it. This is your engine coolant fan. And this keeps all your hydraulic oil cooled down. And this is what they call a splitter box. It takes all your power from your motor and it divides it between these 2 hydraulic pumps here. And those are your dry pumps. Those are what drive your tracks. And that's your hydraulic tank. And then this is what drives your tiller, which is what makes your magnificent corduroy for everybody to ski.
We have a bunch of trails that we normally do, no matter what. We do the Whiffle Tree area, normal trails for intermediate, beginners, and then we'll get into the double diamond trails with the winch cats.
This is a winch cat. This cat has a giant cable on the back that allows us to do the really steep stuff. And this is how you control the pressure on that winch. So this little dial right here. I'll bring that winch right around for you here. Come right around my window here. That's my tower cable. There we are. That cable right there, we hook right into these steel girders that are buried in the side of the mountain. And that lowers this right down over the top of the steep pitches. Cool stuff.
You can put a maximum of about 5,000 pounds onto that cable. Basically, it's a big I-beam in the ground with a big clevis on the end of it, and they'll take and unhook this from here and go hook up to the anchor points. It's so steep you can't have your tiller down and blade your trail and still climb it if you're not pulling yourself up over it. That's how steep they are.
This little dial right here is what gives us more pressure to come uphill and less pressure to go downhill. So once I've got the whole unit plugged in, that's all I do is use my little finger to dial pressure up and dial pressure down. So I pretty much just forget the cable's even there, you know, other than the fact of the last passes we have to follow the cable up the hill. Because if you don't, the cable's going to jump and, you know, screw up everything you just did. If I was going to completely rebuild this trail and really, you know, get it shaped back the way it should and stuff, this trail should take me probably 4 hours. I've had it take as long as all night, and I've done it as quick as an hour and a half. So it kind of depends on how much of a hurry we're in and how bad a shape the trail's in. Yeah, she stayed that time. Sometimes when I'm pushing on the steep stuff, if the snow doesn't stay there, I'll run my tiller down when I'm pushing. And you'll see underneath us. It makes the snow stay there